Hi, and welcome back to the BMW i3 DIY channel. So due to popular demand, I put together a part 3 and a part 4 of the hidden features, secret features for the BMW i3. Hopefully you'll enjoy. Please like and subscribe if it's something that you'd like to see more of. So this is not really a hidden feature, but it's a confusing feature to me. If you look at the air recirculation button, there's actually 3 settings, although there's only 2 lights. The first one, A for automatic, has a sensor and it will allow outside air to come in unless it senses some pollutants, and then it will block that air and go to internal recirculation. If you press it to the M mode, that means manual, which forces recirculation, internal recirculation of the air continuously without any outside air. Now there's actually another setting, which is if you press it one more time when there's no lights on, now it's bringing in outside air exclusively for the climate control system. So a little bit confusing unless you look up the instructions on how to run this thing. So that's how this thing works. It usually defaults into the automatic mode when you first start up the car. So one of the interesting things you can do is if you import some albums onto a USB stick and then go into the iDrive menu for multimedia, external devices, and select the USB. And we'll go ahead and load the songs for that particular USB onto the hard drive that's inside of the car, and therefore you can use the music off of the hard drive when you need it. So once you've got the media loaded from the USB, you go to multimedia, music collection, and then you can see the albums right away. The little icon at the top right here shows you that it's actually running off of the hard disk drive inside of the car itself without the need to use USB or without the phone. So it's kind of a nice way, if you have a bunch of CD albums collected, you can rip them on your computer, copy them over to a flash drive, and then load them into the hard drive on the car and create an album library that you want to play pretty much any time, whether your phone is in the car or not. So there's one more menu I'd like to show. If you go into the settings menu and then go all the way to the bottom, you see the last selection is for software update. Now there's actually a hidden service menu you can get access to. So what you need to do is hit the menu button, then push the knob forward 10 seconds. So 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it's pretty close. Release. 3 turns to the right, 3 turns to the left, 1 turn to the right, 1 turn to the left, 1 turn to the right. Press. And now, if we go back to the menu screen, we should see settings. I go all the way to the bottom. I now have service menu that's available. So we'll select that. We have a navigation menu, a phone BMW assist menu, TV menu, Grace Note menu. So I haven't really investigated these too much. The navigation, you can see that there's GPS, sensor testing, map locations, test voice output. Let's try that.
Navigation is not active.
So several sensors are there. Phone and this BMW Assist. It looks like it's the identification for the cell phone information, signal strengths, TV. Looks like it's mainly for other European regions that you can select. And information. And I haven't played around with these, so I'll let you decide what value it is and if anyone wants to play around with it. So anyway, that's what's available in this secret menu. So take a look if you're adventurous and see what you can do with it. Now, the service menu will disappear after you turn the car off back to an idle state over a period of time. So it will go away on its own if you give the car some time to get rid of it. Otherwise, having it active there is not really any issue either, at least not that I can tell. Some car owners have had issues with the turning off of the radio without having to get out of the car. If you push the start-stop button once with your foot off of the brake, the car will stop and turn off, but accessory mode will still be on. If you press it a second time, the radio will turn off. So that's a way to turn off the radio without having to get out of the car, if you didn't know that. So underneath of the rear seat, there's actually a storage area that includes a bunch of electronics. We're going to see if we can open this up and take a quick look. So there's a clip under here and a clip under here. I used just a narrow stick and wedged it and just now popped it up on both sides. It's a little bit tough, but it's not impossible. So we can take a quick look underneath. You gotta be careful. These will pull through if I raise it too much. I'm not gonna do that. I just want to take a quick look and see what we have underneath. So it's quite a bit of area under there. I really wanted to check the little fan here. There you can see it right there. Make sure that the cooling fan is not dirty or anything weird going on. It looks like it's okay. And then there's the control box, electronic controls. There's actually quite a bit of space under there. It looks fairly clean. I don't think I need to really clean it or anything. So I might end up just closing this back up. Anyway, in case you were curious, that's what you can do to take a look in here. So here's from the passenger side, looking down underneath the rear seat. And you can see there's actually quite a bit of room in there. It's not as dirty as I thought it might be, considering things might fall through the seat down in here, but it doesn't look like that's the case, so it's pretty clean. But if you had some super stealthy project you're working on, need a place to put some devices, there's plenty of room, it looks like.